Pitch out to the running back over the right side. Gains about 5, 10. Breaks loose. He's at the 40, 30, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. As Mark Zexer takes it for 55 yards on the first play from scrimmage and stings the hometown Eagles. It was wide open, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody touched him on that 55-yard scamper to the end zone. Line up for the point after attempt. Mazur, the holder. Number 12, Jordan Spillanek, the kicker, 150-pound kicker, just a sophomore. Put the ball through the uprights. So with 11:42 to go in the first, the Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals strike quickly and lead 7-0 here on Parents' Night at Southern Valley High School at the Eagles Nest. Back to receive for the Eagles. Samuelson and J.T. Grilly. A kick on the ground. Grilly picks it up over the left side. Finds the out of bounds. Squirts back in. Pushed out about the 39-yard line for a nice return for the Eagles. See what Coach Bob's got dialed up tonight. As they'll start 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Drake Shear will be the quarterback for the Eagles. They'll run primarily out of the shotgun formation. Shear brings him up, single back, wing bone formation, split right. Man in motion, hands it off to the lands up the middle. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. Brought down by number 61, Jack Haydenfeld. Haydenfeld, a 245-pound defensive lineman, a senior. He'll be tough to control. Hand off to the back over the right side. Gain of about 1 yard on the play. Kyler Kroger in on the stop. So bring up 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 41-yard line for the Eagles. On a beautiful evening out here at Southern Valley High School for high school football. Wing bone formation, split left, single back in the backfield. Shearer keeps the ball over the right side. Dives forward, lost the ball. I think the whistle blew him down. Going to be close to a 1st down. Maybe about a half a yard short. Maybe about 1 foot short as they're going to call for the measurement. Tackled by number 7, Tate Mazur on the play, a 200-pound defensive back, a senior.
About short, brings up a 4th down.
Looks like about 6 inches short. Shearer brings the play in. Ball on the 46-yard line. See what Coach Bob has dialed up for him here. Shearer up under center. Looks like a quarterback sneak pushing the pile. Looks like he's got it. Shearer pushed ahead for the first down. Ball at about the 49.5-yard line of the Eagles. Shearer brings him up to the line, wing-bone formation. Two wideouts, handoff, keeps the ball. Shearer does. Dives forward for about 4 yards. Brought down by Carson Wiltfong.
Brings up second down and 6. Ball is at the Trumbull 46-yard line.
Split left, single back in the backfield, shotgun formation. Going to throw it out here. It's almost intercepted. There was a little mix-up on that play as it looked like Shearer going to throw it to number 13, Dakota Freeman, as he looked like the receiver out here in the left flats. As the field runs a little bit north to south, northwest to southeast. We just call it north to south. Full house backfield. Shearer keeps it himself and loses about 3 yards. Brought down by Carson Wiltfong on that play. Eagles are going to punt it away. Dead ball, illegal substitution. Marks off 5 yards against the Eagles, which doesn't really hurt him in this case, as it might have just gave him a little extra room to punt it away. J.T. Grilly back to do the punting. Brett Johnson back to receive. Johnson lets it go, goes down to about the 7-yard line, where the Cardinals will take over, 1st and 10. Mike Quinn up here calling the broadcast tonight, voice of the Eagles, along with Matt Benthorn and Matt Fredrickson. Up here in the Strive booth. Handoff over the left side, and he's wrestled down at the line of scrimmage. Jose Olivas and Brady Dawson in on the stop. Gain of about 1.5 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 8. Handoff to the running back over to the left side. A stop by Olivas after a gain of about 6 yards. 7 yards. Gonna call for a measurement as it's close to the sticks. Good enough for a first down after the official's measurement. Be 1st and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line for the Cardinals. Tate Mazur brings him to the line. He's the quarterback, a 200-pound senior. Shotgun formation. Single back, split left. Here's the pass over the middle. Nice pass by Mazur. Brad Bosch, the receiver. Gain of about 25 yards on the play, so it'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line for the Cardinals. Quarterback keeper started around the right side, cut it up the middle. Gain of about 1 yard. Mazur, the ball carrier. Split right, 2 receivers to the right, hand off to the running back. Stutter steps up the middle. He's gone. He run one like this earlier. 5, touchdown. Jordan Spillenek in to do the kicking. Mazur, the holder. Here's the kick. It's up. It's good. And with 6:45 to go in the first, 14 for the Cardinals. Nothing for the Eagles. Back to receive for the Eagles. Samuelson and Grilly. Kicked it out of bounds, as that'll be a flag on the play, as I believe they get it. They have the choice to kick it again or take it at the 35-yard line. Which I think we'd want to start at the 35. Being down 14-0 here at Parents' Night at Southern Valley High School.
Ball replaced at 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Eagles.
Eagles will start 1st and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line. Samuelson split wide left. Wingbone keeper. Shearer keeps it over to the left side. Short gain on the play. Hit by Carson Wiltfong, the first guy to hit him. Helped out by number 76, Kyler Kroger. Pitch backs to Grilly on the halfback reverse. Virtually no gain on the play, maybe a gain of about a half a yard.
40-yard line. Third down 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5 yards to go. As Grant Wessels brings the play in. Split left. Hit Wessels out in the flats, down to the 50, the 45, down about the 42-yard line on a nice half pass to the halfback out of there. As they bid on that play of Grilly going long, Wessels comes underneath. A nice gain of about 15, 20 yards as they bring Samuelson out wide left. Wingbone formation, single back, belly option. Nice run by Lands. Lands, he breaks loose. 10, 5, touchdown, 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 Southern Valley Eagles. Check the field, no flags on the play. With 4:55 to go in the first, Southern Valley hits pay dirt. Southern Valley lines up for the 2-point conversion. Samuelson split wide to the right. Man in motion. Shearer keeps it himself. He's in there. So mark it up. 2-point conversion's good. And 4:55 to go. 14-8. As it puts a little life back into the fans from Southern Valley. Don't forget, if you have somebody that's not being able to be at the game, tell them to get out their electronic device and go to sveagles.org and follow the Strive TV prompt. And you can watch this live broadcast worldwide coming from the Strive TV booth here at Southern Valley High School. Mike Quinn, voice of the Eagles, Matt Minthorn, and Matt Fredrickson. And running interference up there with the shrimp shish kebabs about ready to go on in the Southern Valley condo, Mr. James Reed, CEO of the Strive TV operation out here at Southern Valley High School. Pretty nice luxury condo that he gets to set in. We'll talk about that a little later. There's the kick. Up the middle. Splits out to the left side. Out around the outside, Bailey chasing him down, juking him out. Mark Zexer, pretty shifty little ball carrier there. As he runs it out to about the 48-yard line, where the Cardinals will start 1st and 10. Now we see if the Southern Valley Eagles can tighten up their defense, as they've been stung twice on 2 long runs. Two wide out, split left. One split right, single back in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Got plenty of time. No rush. 56 misses him down the out of bounds there at about the 45-yard line of the Eagles. Jose Olivas just took kind of the wrong angle, or he could have chased him down in the backfield. As Tate Mazur got away from him. Pretty hard, big boy to bring down, 200-pound senior, so he knows what football's all about. Hands off to the I-back. Shifty little guy up the middle. He bounces off a couple tacklers. He's one of them stop-and-go runners. Somebody needs to take care of that when he's stopping. Somebody needs to tee off on him. That'll slow him down for a couple runs or two. But a nice run by the Cardinals way down into the 16, 12-yard line of the Eagles. He's a shifty little character. I'll tell you what, he starts and stops and he's got quick feet. You're going to have to wrap their arms around him. None of that tackling up on the shoulder pads. Here's the snap. Hand it back off to him again, straight up the middle. Keeps the legs moving. Gain of about 5 yards brought down by Elmer Gonzalez on the play. So bring up 2nd down and 5. Ball on the 10-yard line. Cardinals use the big message boards out to bring the plays in. Low snap, pitch it out over to the left side. Cuts back up through the middle. He's brought down by Elmer Gonzalez. Zexer, the ball carrier. Close to a 1st down. They're going to call it 3rd and about a half a yard for the Cardinals. As they hold up the signboard there, Mazur gets the play. Talks to his running back. Here's the snap. Hands it off to the running back straight ahead. Meant by a host of Southern Valley Eagles. Led by Brady Dawson. Assisted by Gabe Hasse on the play. It was enough for a 1st down, so it's 1st and goal to go. Ball on the 4-yard line. See if they can stiffen up here a little bit for the Eagles. Come up into like a 5-3, it looks like. There's they jumped off. We got a free one there as they're going to march her back 5 yards against the Cardinals. Yeah, I think Coach Bob ought to figure out this is coming up the middle, so maybe one of them 8-man line, hit the gap type things. Those guys standing in the back of the end zone do you no good when it's 1st down and goal to go from the 1-yard line, but we can loosen it up a little bit here. Trips to the left for the Cardinals. Single back in the backfield. Mazur and the running back side by side. Here's the snap. Throws it out to the left wideout, number 17, Brett Johnson, and he's in for the touchdown as the Cardinals come right back and answer the score of the Eagles. I'm going to kick the point after attempt with Mazur holding. Spillanek, the kicker. Kicks up. It's good. With 2:32 to go in the first, 20-8 over the Eagles. Shout out to Mr. Reed on his great job that he does in his technology department out here at Southern Valley High School. I had a daughter that graduated. He was her teacher. She's now in retail. Said she learned more in that class about business and common sense than anything her dad could ever teach her. So here's the kick. Grilly picks it up on the left sideline. He's juking up the sidelines. He's knocked down about the 40-yard line. Flag on the play. Might have been a late hit out of bounds. Personal foul against the Cardinals there along the sidelines, as I don't think they stopped after the whistle. First and 10 for the Eagles. Ball on the 46-yard line. 2:27 to go in the first. We've had quite an exciting first quarter of play. Two long runs for the Cardinals. We're going to do a little trickery, a little wing-back reverse. Samuelson's in trouble. He's running the wrong way. A loss of a good 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. Brought down by Logan Schultz. As that looked wide open, but their defensive end stayed at home and caught Samuelson way back in the backfield. Shearer brings him to the line, split right. Hand off to Lands over the left side. Short gain on the play. Brought down by number Shearer drops back to pass. He's got him out there. It knocks him out of there. That very well could have been a flag there. He might have got him a little early, but that's for their call. We can't call it from up here. Be a long ways to throw the flag. So it brings up 4th down and 12 for the Eagles, as I believe Grilly's going to go back and punt it away. Have had a couple fakes this year for the Eagles. Picks it up on the run. Hit immediately by a host of Southern Valley players. Led by number 1, Lucas Lance. Helped out by number 64, Lucas Taylor. Where the Cardinals take over, 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, single back. Here's a throw. He's got him wide open behind the player. As Shearer went for the interception, Brett Johnson on a huge play. Of about 25 yards. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the Eagles' 42-yard line. Mazur brings him to the line. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Hands it off to the running back up the middle. Gain of about 11, 12 yards. Brought down by Dawson for the Eagles. Missouri pitches it over to the left halfback. Hit after about 2 yards. Gabe Hossey in on the stop. Assisted by Ryder Lewis. 2 wideouts on the right side. Missouri back to pass. Here it is. Just throws it out there. I think there's a mix-up on the play call. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Cardinals 21, Eagles 8. We'll switch ends here, ladies and gentlemen, as they'll be going north, as the Cardinals will. With the Eagles defending the north end zone. 3rd and 8. Oh, wide open. 17 misses. Grilly misses the tackle. Into the end zone, Brett Johnson. As Grilly had a poor effort on trying to make the tackle. Johnson just slipped by him into the end zone. With 7 seconds gone in the second quarter, Doniphan Trumbull strikes again. On the field to kick, Jordan Spillenick. No good as he pushes it wide left. So it'll be 27-8 with 11:53 to go in the second. Beautiful evening out here in Southern Valley for Parents' Night at the Eagles Nest, and here's the kickoff. Picked up by Shearer. Over to the left side, got some running room. Lowers his shoulder. Driven out of bounds by number 22, Keithan Stafford. On a nice return by Drake Shearer. As the Eagles will start 1st and 10, ball squarely on the 40-yard line. Little mix-up on which ball we're going to use, as each team likes to have their own ball out there. Maybe it'd be a different game if everybody had to use the same football. That's what Tom Brady said. Man in motion, hand off to Lands. Pulls it out on the belly option. Shearer keeps it. Tackled by number 32, Brad Bosch, we'll call him. Gain of about 3 yards, bring up 2nd down and 7. Shearer back to pass. He's got some running room. Puts his head down and gets a first down for the Eagles. As Tom Pfeiffer made the stop, assisted by Tate Mazur. Enough for a first down for the Eagles. Two wide outs to the right, 2 wide outs to the left. Shearer hands off to Lands, hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. Pfeiffer in on the stop, assisted by Brad Bosch again. Spencer Brown brings the play in to the Eagles. Split wide right, wingbone formation, man in motion. Hand off to Lands. He squirts through the defense for a gain of about 4 yards, 5 yards. So we'll bring up 3rd down and a long 2. Shearer keeps it himself, dives forward. Going to be close to the first down. We'll see where they mark it. Timeout for a measurement here. As they bring the chains clear across the field, you never can tell. Short by about 6 inches. Gonna move it to the hash mark. 9:45 to go in the second quarter, 27-8. Fourth down and about a foot and a half. Shearer just takes it up, gets about 4 yards on the play on a quarterback sneak. So be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Eagles. Don't forget, call up your friends, sveagles.org. Follow the Strive TV prompt. You can watch this worldwide on your electronic device. Coming live from Southern Valley High School. Getting more and more schools all the time to sign up to Strive TV. Live on Strive from Southern Valley High School. Oh, a little mix-up with belly option, and I don't think the option part of it worked out, as he couldn't get the ball back from the running back, and Shearer took the worst of that. They run that little belly option, and it's just a belly option read where the quarterback reads. He just bellies along with the running back, decides to let him have the ball or not, and it didn't look like either one of them wanted it. They both wanted the ball. Shearer stumbles in the backfield. Here's the pass. Throws it behind him. Bounces once. Falls incomplete, intended for Trent Cradle. Defended by Brad Bosch. Where will bring up third down and 11 yards to go for the Eagles. With 8:22 to go as the clock stopped on the incompleted pass. Had Shearer not stumbled there coming out of the formation, he might have got the ball over there, threw it way in front of him. He had more time than he thought he did. Flag on the play. I believe it's probably a delay of game on the Eagles. That should go against the coaching staff on that. Let's get the plays in there. As they run plays in and out with a player off the sideline. Got to think 2 plays ahead to keep the ball rolling here. Southern Valley has been decimated with penalties throughout the year. Lost 2 close games because of penalties. Shearer drops back to pass. Hit up in the air. Picks it back up. Shearer makes the catch. Dives forward to the 40-yard line on the blocked pass. Gain of just about 2 or 3 yards. Pounded hard out of bounds by number 51, Carson Wiltfong. He had backer open for a minute, but timeout. Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals. Also, if you like our broadcast, go on there and sveagles.org and give us a tweet or a Twitter or a shout out. We like to hear your comments on how maybe we might improve this broadcast or what you don't like about us or what maybe you do like about us. So help us out. Tweet, Twitter, email, whatever you want to do. Send us a little shout out here. We'll turn it over to Matt Fredrickson and Matt Minthorn, and they'll cipher it out, and we'll see what we can do better to make your TV viewing more pleasurable here on Strive TV. sveagles.org. Get you the live broadcast. Had a friend in Puerto Rico on a hospital ship in the Army. He watched Southern Valley play all the time. He was a Southern Valley alumnus. He loved it. Down by Samuelson around the 18-yard line where the Cardinals will take over. Hey, are the shrimp kebabs done? That's what we'd like to know. We haven't heard anything about anything from the Southern Valley condo. Big old recliners up there. They were having shrimp kebabs tonight on the grill. T-Bones a couple games ago. Here's the pitch over to the right halfback. He cuts it back. Nobody around. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Zexer on a 80-yard sprint. Started up through the middle, cut out to the left sidelines, and away he went, untouched to pay dirt with 7:33 to go. Doniphan Trumbull strikes again. Going for the 2-point conversion. Trips right. They have only 2 defenders. Broken up. Broken up by Shearer, I believe. Flag on the play.
Mr. Reed said the kebab
Flag on the play will be marked off on the kickoff. They just buzzed me from the Southern Valley condo. Shrimp kebabs will be done at halftime, so you know where you can find Mike, Matt, and Matt, as we're going to indulge in some of those shrimp kebabs that CEO James Reed, Director of Operations. If you've never been in the Southern Valley condo, you need to check it out sometime you're out here at Southern Valley. Just look up Darren Toby, Superintendent of Schools, and he'll give you a tour of the old Southern Valley condo. Pretty nice place. Great place to watch the Southern Valley Strive TV broadcasts. So penalties marked off. They'll be kicking from the 50. Nope, they'll be kicking from the 45 of Southern Valley. Which this ought to be kicked into the end zone. Jordan Smilanek, the kicker. Grilly and Samuelson back to receive. Punched out of the end zone on the short kick. So the Eagles will take over 1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line with 7:33 to go here in the first half at Southern Valley High School at the Eagles Nest. Eagles up to the line, wing bone formation. High snap, hands it off, keeps it himself. Squirts forward for a couple yards. Carson Wiltfong, the tackler.
Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Samuelson split wide to the right, hands off to Lands over the left side. Squirts through there and gain of about 5 yards. Jack Haydenfeld, the tackler. Bring up at a short 2 yards for the Eagles. I don't know if they turn the lights on, I can see. Here's a pass. He's got him wide open. Samuelson catches it at the 50, 40. He gives him a stiff arm. He brought down at the 25-yard line on a nice throw from Shearer to Samuelson. Pumps a little life back into the Eagles. Perfect. Hand off the cradle over to the left side. just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Shearer brings him up to the line. Shotgun formation, split right. Man in motion. I don't know if that was a planned play, but it came off of Shearer's hands. The man in motion picked it up. Runs it for a short gain. Brad Bash, 180-pound linebacker, a senior, makes the tackle. Bring up third down and 7. Shearer keeps it himself. He's going to throw it. Tucks it up, and going to run. Stumbles down. He's down to the 10-yard line on a nice run. He stumbled there in the backfield, and I think the Cardinals thought he was going down. He regained his balance and squirted ahead for about another 7 yards. Or it's inside the 10-yard line, so it'll be first and goal to go for the Eagles. Need to punch one in here, make it a pretty good, exciting game here with 5:08 to go. Fake the cradle, dive straight ahead. Lands hit right at the line of scrimmage. Zach Quist. Hang on, we'll check that number on there. No, the
30 on here is 4 on Stream Street.
Yeah.
His name is Irvin. Mr. Reese wanted to tell you. So that.
Touchdown for the Eagles. So 33-14 with 4:33 to go here. As the Eagles score. Shearer up to the line. Here's the pass. Oh, he had him wide open out there. I think he's going for Samuelson. He should have went for Cradle, who was wide open in the end zone. No flags on the play. 33-14. Eagles pumped a little life back in to the game here by scoring. Didn't get the point after attempt. Makes it 33-14. 4:33 to go. See what the defense can do now, as they need to stop those long runs. Becker kicking off for the Eagles. Nice high kick. Brought down by Becker on the play. Assisted by number 59. Yeah, we forgot to write his name down. Brody Ant, the student manager, out to get the tee off the field. Mazur brings him up to the lines. 2 wideouts to the left. 1 to the right, single back in the backfield, shotgun formation.
Timeout taken by the Cardinals.
Timeout, Cardinals. 4:27 to go here in the first half of play. District softball concluded today with Southern Valley taking the runner-up position in the softball districts, as I believe they lost to Cozad in their final game. Had a great season this year, ladies, so got something to build on for next year for the softball team. I believe the cross-country team ran yesterday. Maybe took like third in the R-Pack in the conference tournament. As the cross-country parents' night will be presented at halftime. So here, the Cardinals up to the line of scrimmage, hand it off to the running back. He tries to cut back, slips down. Zexer, a shifty little guy. He doesn't run real hard, but I'll tell you what, he is shifty. Them hips are going one way, feet are going the other. Dropping back to pass. Oh, he falls down as they had the screenplay set up. As Zexer falls down, he had plenty of blockers out in front of him as the Eagles bit pretty hard on that screenplay. Mazur brings him to the line. 2 wideouts to the left. Single back in the backfield. Here's the pass. It's tipped. Tipped by number 54, Gabe Hossey. A 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore. So brings up 4th down. 2 yards to go. Ball at the 44-yard line. Going to kick it away. Mazur punts it away. Oh, you got to get over there and pick those up. Rolls down to the 10-yard line. Shearer had plenty of time to get over there and pick it up. Gives the Eagles terrible field position with 3:46 to go in the first half here. As the kick receiver needs to be over there and pick that up if he can and see what happens. So the Eagles will take over 1st and 10, ball on the 10-yard line. Not a good place to start from, but we'll see what happens here. Single back in the backfield, split to the left. 1 tight end. It's that little wing back reverse. And he is crunched at the line of scrimmage by number 5, Tyson Price. Read that perfectly from his linebacker safety position. He filled the gap. He didn't fall for the fake on the going around the other way. And he hit him head on in the hole. Shearer keeps it, headed around the left side, headed to the out of bounds, dives for the first down marker, where he'll be a yard or 2 short. Going to mark it at the 15-yard line. So he'll be short about 5 yards. Bring up 3rd down and 5. Ball on the 15-yard line for the Eagles. Brings him to the line. Sparks out the signals. Man in motion. Back to pass. No way to go. Hole closes in on him. Brad Bosch and Tom Pfeiffer collapse in on Shearer to bring him down. So 4th down and 5 yards to go. They're going to kick it away, and it rolls out of the end zone, and it's a touchback. Safety, as the snap went a little high over Grilly's head. So we'll put 2 points on the board. 35-14 with 2:24 to go. Where the Eagles will kick it away from the 20-yard line. 35-14. Bad snap, sends it out of the end zone. Get a safety. As the Cardinals should end up with pretty good field position. Becker kicks it off. Nice kick. Picked up about the 30-yard line. Right up the middle. Spins out of one tackle. Brought down by Michael Fredrickson. Helped out by number 50, Casey Miller. In on the stop right at the 50-yard line, where be about the 48-yard line of the Eagles, where they'll take over 1st and 10 for the Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals. Mazur brings them up to the line, split right. Man in motion to the left. Hands off to the only one in the backfield. He's over the right side. Started left, went back right. Run out of bounds by Samuelson. Mark Zexer, 160-pound. Tailback. Pass out here in the flats. They got him wide open over the middle. Into the end zone, number 32, Brad Bash. As the referee had to get out of the way in a hurry as he just about became a tackling dummy out there. Might have threw a good pick play on that Southern Valley defender, but I believe Bash was going to score anyway, so it makes it 41-14 with 2:02 to go as the Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals line up for the kick. There's the kick. It's up. It's good. 41-14 with 2:02 to go. Spillenick kicking off with Shearer and Grilly back to receive. Picked up by Grilly up the left side. Steps out of bounds. Jack Haydenfeld pushed him out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Two wideouts. Shearer gets tackled in the backfield at the line of scrimmage. Brad Bash hits him. Nice option around the right side. Pitches to Wessels. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, where it'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles. Nice play by Shearer as he waited just to the last moment to pitch that option out there. Gurley split right. Samuelson split left. Got a slot back. He's back to throw. Got a rush on. He's wide open out here. Grant Wessels can't handle it as it hit him in a bad place in the hands. So brings up 4th down and a long one for the Eagles as Gurley's back to punt. Kind of did the rugby style punt last time as he checked to see if anybody was going to. Here's the throw over the head of Samuelson as Gurley gets nailed by number 76, Kyler Kroger, as he let go of the ball. We might have misfired on who we should have threw it to. Samuelson was pretty well guarded, but there was another player open along the sidelines. Well, that'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the 44-yard line of the Eagles. Hands off to the running back over the right side, slips out and shifts over to the left. He's knocked down at the 30-yard line by Shearer. Zexer, the ball carrier. Only weighs 160 pounds, but he's a senior. He's had a lot of experience back there running out of that single back set. Missouri's going to throw a crossing pattern. A little bit low. Defended by Riley Mustin. A nice play by Mustin as he hits him about the time the ball got there. Incomplete pass. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Missouri calls out the signals. Single back in the backfield. Trips to the right. Handed off to Zexert. A flag comes from the back judge. So we have a flag on the play in the vicinity of a holding call, I believe. Well, it doesn't get any worse than that. A face mask. And it wasn't the garden variety face mask. as they marked off bring up 1st and goal to go from the 9-yard line. Maybe the 10. Quarterback keeper over the right side. And Cradle sniffs that one out and drops him for a 4-yard loss with 40.7 seconds to go. Clock's running. Have a little discussion here. I believe they want some time put back on the clock. Pass over the top to number 32, Brad Bash, as Mazur throws a high floater over the line, defensive line, and lands it in there for a touchdown with 19.6 to go in the first half of play here at the Eagles Nest at Southern Valley High School. And to kick an extra point here, Jordan Spillenek. There's the kick. It has enough as it just squeaks by the goal post. So it'll make it 49 for the Cardinals. 14 for the Eagles. Here's the kick. Short kick. Looks like Elmer Gonzalez going to pick it up. Headed over to the left side. Cuts it up in the middle. Still on his feet. Out over the 40-yard line. Nice run by Gonzalez. As he's brought down by Tristan Stevens. So 41-yard line with 11.9 to go. And here's what I wouldn't feel a bit bad about throwing in a trick play here. As we're having a little discussion amongst the officials. We'll have cross-country parents' night during halftime. As we won't have much commentary, we'll leave the mic open, so maybe you can hear the names being called, and we leave the live stream going. Is that right, gentlemen? Or is that what we do? That's what we got. I got two mats up here with me. Here's the little flea flicker bootleg. Throw it to somebody now. Get out of bounds. There's a holding call on the Eagles as he had his jersey just about tore clear off of him. Holding on the Eagles, so Bob thought of it. So Bob thought of it. A little trickery here. No Statue of Liberty flip back to the running back, over to the halfback, back to the fullback, and then give him a crack back. Anyway, play time for one more play. See if Bob tries to dial up something. You never know. You see them long bombs go for a score with no time left on the clock. So let's try something. We're down 49-14. As long as it's nothing stupid that we throw a. And here we're going to airmail one out. We got some receivers down there. He's got it. Cradle on the catch, and time runs out. Tackle by number 51, Carson Wiltfong. And that'll be the end of the first half here, ladies and gentlemen. 49 for the Cardinals, 14 for the Eagles. We'll be back after halftime as the cross-country Parents' Night coming your way.
Now we would like to recognize the cross-country team and their parents. Start off with Ivan Varilla, son of Juan Vargas and Concepcion Garcia. Maggie Lammers, daughter of Monica Lammers and Robert Lammers. Taylor Russell, son of Anthony and Amy Russell. Lucas Harbour, son of Jamie and David Harbour. Pete Brown, son of Todd and Tina Brown. Billy Payne, son of Mike and Ann Payne. Cade Bowes, son of Michael and Christy Bowes. Ian York, son of Joe and Tammy York. And Ian Coffey, son of Brent and Ramona Coffey. Have a big round of applause for these kids and their parents. They've had a very successful year, and we wish you luck at districts. Which will be on Thursday, October 13th at Ogallala.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're close here to starting the second half here at Southern Valley High School, with the Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals leading Southern Valley Eagles 49-14. First time in the Southern Valley condo eating them shrimp kebabs. What a beautiful place. Gold etching all around. Nice big old recliners and sofas and big screen TVs. If you ever get a chance, come out and tour the Southern Valley condo. CEO James Reed runs our technical difficulties from there. Here's the kick. Picked up JT Grilly up the right side. He's slammed down at the 20. Running a little tentative there, as last week he got a bent wheel there and they took him out of the game for a while, and they probably running on a sore ankle. As he brings it back to the 20-yard line where the Eagles will start 1st and 10. Shearer brings him to the line. Back to pass. Big rush. Ooh, little mix-up on the play. As Becker was out there, ball's nowhere close. Defended by number 32, Brad Bash. And number 12, Jordan Svilanek. Run up the middle there. Brought down by number 61, Jack Haydenfeld. He's a big boy, 245-pound senior. So he's been around for a while. He wrapped him up, no place to go. Bring up 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Ball at the 24-yard line. As Shearer brings the play in. As it's starting to cool off here at Southern Valley at the Eagles' Nest. Timeout called by Coach Bob, as we're going to get a delay of game and back us up 5 yards. And when you're on the 20-yard line, you don't need that. So with 10:09 to go in the third, 49-14 here at the Eagles' Nest. Next week, Southern Valley travels to Hastings St. Cecilia to take on the Hastings St. Cecilia Blue Hawks. Shearer brings them up to the line, split left, back to pass, throws it over the middle into 3 deep coverage. Knocked down by number 51, Carson Wiltfong. Assisted by number 5, Tyson Price. And also in on the play, number 3, Tristan Stevens. Southern Valley going to punt it away. Nice punt out to about the 45. Picks it up. He's at the 50. He's wrestled down by a host of Southern Valley players, led by Drake Shearer, helped out by Lucas Lands. Or the Cardinals will take over, 1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line, their own 49-yard line. Don't forget, second half of play. If you'd like to watch this live, go to sbeagles.org. Call up your friends and tell them. Watch it on your smartphone. Hand off to Zexer over the right side. He had 309 rushing yards in the first half of play. 459 total yards for the Cardinals. Longest run for Zechner was 83 yards from line of scrimmage. Brings up 1st and 10, ball on the 40. Hand off to Zechner up the middle. Nice hole by the front five there of the Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals. Bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Cardinals. Barks out the signals. Low snap. Pitch over to the left side. Cuts it back into the middle. Could have been a good stop by number 50, Casey Miller, but he couldn't hang on to the Doniphan Trumbull ball carrier, and he scoots forward for about another 4 yards to get a 1st and 10. Mazur talking to his running back, getting him where he wants it. Here's the snap. Fakes to him. Throws it out here. Gentlemen, you're coached to get on the ball. You don't know if that's behind the line of scrimmage pass, forward pass, a backward pass. Jump on that ball and let the referees sort that part out. Pretty close to a backwards lateral. Called it an incomplete pass. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. Pitch out to the running back over the right side. Weaves back into the middle. Hit by number 50 in the backfield, Casey Miller, but he struggles forward for a couple more yards where he's finished off by number 66, Jose Olivas, where it brings up 3rd down and a short 2. And there's the penalty bug that has been biting the Southern Valley Eagles. Offsides. Be a 5-yard mark off, a 1st down. So Mazur brings them up to the line. Zexer in the backfield, man in motion. We have whistles to stop play. False start against Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals. So the Eagles get back that 5 yards they just were penalized for. Brings up 1st down and 15. Ball setting at the 21-yard line. Mazur barks out the signals. Here's the snap. Hands off to number 15 over the right side. Squirts loose. Stiff arm. Hits the pylon. They called a touchdown. Zexer makes it to the pylon. Touchdown for Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals with 5:37 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Spillenek comes on to kick the extra point. Held by Tate Mazur. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It's up. No good as it was wide right. With 5:37 to go in the 3rd, 55-14 here at the Eagles Nest. Spillenek kicking off for the Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals. Squib kick back there to Shearer, picks it up over the left side. Out to the 34-yard line for Shearer. Brought down by number 22, Keithan Stafford, 145-pound freshman, in on the stop. Eagles come up to the line. Shearer in command, man in motion. Pitch out to the running back, lands over the left side, lowers his head out around the 40-yard line, dives forward to about the 44. Pretty close for a first down. Bring up second down along a short yard for the Eagles. As Brown Grilly comes off. Split Samuelson wide to the left. Two tight ends. Wingbone formation. Single running back. Double counter. Five gets... Five gets hit in the backfield by number 67. Blew the whistle, and another Doniphan defender come in and laid the boom on Trent Cradle, and here came the flags. Personal foul. Haydenfeld had him tied up in the backfield. They blew the whistle. Forward progress had been stopped. Bring up 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 46-yard line of Doniphan Trumbull. Hossey over the ball as a center. Pitches out to Lands. Two men meet him in the backfield. Struggles forward for about a half a yard. Stopped by Kyle Kroger. Number 76 in on the stop, assisted by number 55, Dalton Lewis. Two big boys. One weighs 220. Kroger weighs 230. So some big boys up there in the front line for the Cardinals, trying to move them out of the way. Shearer takes the snap. The old little flea flicker over to Wessels down the left side. He breaks loose down to about the 20-yard line. Down to the 10. No flags on the play. Nice play by the Eagles. They call that the old quarterback jet, where he just jets out to the left flat, stays behind the line of scrimmage, and shoots it out to his streaking halfback who stayed in formation. Nice gain on the play for Wessels as they bring him up to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Handed off the land straight ahead. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. Bring up second down and 7 for the Eagles. 2:52 to go here in the third quarter of play at the Eagles' Nest. Voice of the Eagles, Mike Quinn, Matt Minthorn, and Matt Fredrickson. Man in the booth tonight, getting the Strive TV duties. Back to pass. He's better get rid of it. He's hit in the backfield by number 10, Caden Ritz, 155-pound linebacker, just a junior. Shearer kind of shaking it off. He never even seen that one coming. Good coverage by the Cardinals downfield as nobody was open, because Shearer had plenty of time to get rid of it. Timeout, Southern Valley. One timeout left. They've used two of them. .153 to go in the third here, Southern Valley at the Eagles' Nest. As Shearer brings them up to the lines. Samuelson split wide to the right. Quarterback keeper. Back to pass. Oh, he had him. He had him. Cradle got hit from three different directions. And he wanted a flag, and I think he was right there. I believe the one defender got there a little early. As Cradle wanted a flag on that, but to no avail. I'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Eagles. Shearer up to the line, split left. Everybody else tied in. Gives it. Shearer keeps the ball. Runs around the right side. I don't know where they thought that play was going, but brought down a 10-yard line. And the Cardinals will take over on downs. 1st and 10, ball on the 10-yard line. As we're going to see some new faces come into the game here for the Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals. Mazur still in the quarterback. Pitches out the running back over the right side. Nice tackle. Shearer on a nice shoestring tackle. As that all-star running back. 309 yards in the first half of play, 459 total yards for the Cardinals, and they've racked up a few more. Here he is over the left side, dragging a tackler. Enough for a first down. And there's the end of the third quarter of play, with the Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals leading 55-14 over the Southern Valley Eagles. Missouri brings him to the line. 11:32 to go. Pitch out to the left halfback. Up over the first down marker. Zexer out around the right side. Runs out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. Flag on the play. Might be coming back. Might be a block in the back. Holding against the Cardinals. Zexer was on the move till he was pushed out of bounds. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So moves the Cardinals back to the 40-yard line. Be first down, 6 yards to go. Missouri still in the game at quarterback. Running back over the left side, scoots back into the middle, spurts out of the outside. Nice saving tackle by Jake Shearer, because if he don't get a hand on him, he's gone. He got a little burst of speed when he comes through there, and he's pretty shifty. He kind of slides through a lot of them tackles. Doesn't look like he'd be hard to bring down, but straight ahead. New running back in, number 3, Tristan Stevens. Getting some new faces in here for Doniphan Trumbull, leading 55-14 with 9:23 to go. Stevens over to the left side. Tripped up by Gabe Hasse on the play. As Doniphan Trumbull takes a timeout. Okay, after the timeout, I believe we got a new quarterback in. Drops back to pass. Throws it out here into the right flats. Hit by Samuelson, still on his feet. Stevens, the ball carrier.
plate for a loss of 20 yards.
Loss of about 3 yards on the play. We'll bring up 4th and 10. Ball setting squarely on the 35-yard line. Squarely on the 34-yard line.
Eagles will take over on downs.
Eagles will take over on downs. They threw a nice pass over there to Tristan Stevens, but he is run out of bounds by a host of Southern Valley players, led by Riley Mustin, assisted by number 54, Gabe Hossey. The Eagles are playing for pride now, see if they can punch one in. Shearer's still out there as the quarterback. Brant Grove in, right tackle. Shearer man in motion, hands off the lands. He stumped right at the line of scrimmage, might have lost 2. I believe he slipped down as he made his cut to the outside. Bring up 2nd down and 12. Hand off to Grant Wells over the right side. Nice gain up there of about 8 yards. Bring up 3rd down and 3. Brought down by number 24, Landon Zexer. Going for the bomb out here to Samuelson. Almost intercepted by number 12, Jordan Spillanick. Cole Essex in the area on the defense. So it's going to bring up 4th down. A long 5 for the Eagles as they're back to punt. Here's the kick. They had no defenders back there. Samuelson lets it roll down to the 20-yard line where it's down and they'll take over. I need a breather. I never heard of such a thing. Handoff number 10, Caden Ritz, 155-pound junior. Gain of about 8 yards on the play over the right side. Pushed out of bounds by Samuelson. Assisted by number 50, Casey Miller. Into the game, number 16, Eric Ellis for the Eagles. Hand off to Caden Ritz into the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Ryder Lewis as Lewis comes out of the game to let some of the younger kids get in the game here. Number 14, Kyle Mann on the field for the Eagles. Hands off to the first back through, hit right at the line of scrimmage. Gabe Hossey in on the stop, assisted by Brant Grove. Bo Bailey into the game for the Eagles. Cade Sterner in as your quarterback for the Cardinals. Here's a flag on the play. Probably going to be a delay of game. And for the Eagles, number 30, Kervin Myradov, foreign exchange student. Hit in the backfield by number 30. Kervin Myradov, the foreign exchange student, gets his first tackle of the year. He's from Turkmenistan, wherever that is. Look that up in your atlas and tweet us where that is. Somewhere by Russia, I believe, I heard. Gets his first tackle of playing American football. It's located in Asia next to Iran and Afghanistan. That's nowhere near Russia, but anyway. Welcome to the great U.S. of A. there, Kervin. Be some highlights to send home to his folks as he's here on the foreign exchange student program. Staying with the Linneman family, so gets to see the great U.S. of A. As the Cardinals are going to kick it away with 1:33 to go. Here's the kick. It's up. Rolls down to the 46-yard line with 1:19 to go and counting. 55 for the Cardinals, 14 for the Eagles. As Mark Zexer ran wild in the first half. 309 rushing yards. I know he had an 83-yarder on one of his runs. In the quarterback, Jaden Quinn. Also in Ryder Lewis. Quinn takes it up the middle by himself. Quarterback sneak down the 40-yard line, not for a first down. As time ticks off the clock here. Time for about one more play. Quinn brings him to the line. Hand off to number 9 there. Dalton Yost got the last play of the game. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen, as Doniphan Trumbull Cardinals come to town and put a thumping on the Southern Valley Eagles, 55-14. We'll be back in a couple of weeks here at Strive TV. And on behalf of Matt Minthorn and Matt Fredrickson, Mike Quinn, and Mr. James Reed in the Southern Valley Condo, thanks for letting us be a part of your evening on SVEagles.org. It's Strive TV. We're over and out.